Breaking news, nigga. Breaking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to In.The.News. Live news and commentary from around the world by your host, Holy Joe Rock and Roll.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Breaking News with Holy Joe Rock and Roll. This is In The News, live and unscripted. I went to bed early last night, only to wake up this morning to find out that the market closed down upon revelations that the FBI has reopened its investigation into Hillary Clinton's email scandal. Apparently, new information in the investigation has surfaced, requiring the FBI to reopen their investigation. Now, for anybody who might be on the fence, anybody who is so-called undecided, come on people, wake up. There has been a long litany of revelations from not only the WikiLeaks email leaks, but also emails that have been discovered and recovered due to the Freedom of Information Act, showing how corrupt Hillary Clinton and her campaign and the DNC and the Democrat Party in general has been and is. From rigging the vote by busing in people, admitted on tape, from rigging the vote and the Democrat primaries against Bernie Sanders on the emails, from calling Catholics and evangelicals strange names because they're Catholic and or evangelical and do not accept same-sex marriage and what have you. Come on, people, wake up! If you can't be on the fence anymore. Okay, now, is Trump a perfect candidate? Of course not. He's not even a politician. He's a businessman. But he's what America needs right now to, number one, drain the swamp. And I encourage you to look for and watch his address that he gave at Gettysburg to talk about his 7-point plan on how he would end corruption in D.C. Very important. And no one else is talking about these things. Trump is unbeholden. He is not subject to, liable to, doesn't owe any favors to any special interest or anybody. Okay, and that's why they're all against him, because he's going to necessarily knock over the apple cart, drain the swamp. It's time for a change in America, real change. To make America great again, we're going to have to enforce our borders. We're going to have to enforce our immigration laws. We're going to have to end these basically non-enforcement of laws that have encouraged millions of undocumented people to come to the country, taking jobs that don't even say Americans won't do these jobs. They will. Anecdotally, when I was in college and people needed stuff done, they would come to the college, to the fraternities, and ask, hey, I need 10 guys to do XYZ at my place or whatever. And college kids wanting beer money were more than happy to spend 2, 3, 4 hours at somebody's place of business or their home doing whatever jobs they were. Making what, $5 to $10 an hour. This is back in the day, so it's probably $10 an hour is still reasonable for an American to do some hard labor for a few hours. Come on. Moving boxes, whatever. It's putting in a fence, hanging up sheetrock, that kind of stuff. So come on, don't tell me that Americans won't do these types of jobs. But the most important thing is the FBI has been forced. I think there's something in these emails that probably will be released on WikiLeaks that is forcing the FBI to do this now. Because if they don't do it and these emails become public, it's going to show that the FBI is corrupt or inept or unable to be that always been uncorruptible. The FBI has always been known as being uncorruptible. So that's why I believe this is coming out now. This is happening now. With less than 2 weeks to go, Hillary is toast. It's over. Supposedly 10 million people have voted early. I believe the majority of these people are Trump supporters because the enthusiasm is so high. There is no way now, I believe, that Hillary can win the election. Now, recently as the day before yesterday, I saw videos talking about how Trump was going to lose and it was hopeless from various peoples. Come on, people, it's never over until the fat lady sings. Oh, did I fat shame somebody? It is not over until it's over. And for the FBI to drop this bomb less than 2 weeks to go, you know it's something serious. Now, from well-positioned sources, I'm told that Hillary Clinton will be indicted one way or the other sometime after the election. Whether she win, loses, or anything, win, lose, or draw, she's going to be indicted. So think about that as well. Do you want to spend the next year or two with impeachment proceedings against Hillary Clinton if she were to become president, inevitably kicking her out, forcing her out, and there still would be no change in the country? It would just continue to be on this downward spiral. Or do you want to make an educated choice to pick someone who's a business person, who knows how to get things done, knows how to handle a budget, knows how to get things done on time and under budget, to start turning things around in the United States of America? I think the choice is obvious. There's only one choice. It's Donald J. Trump, to drain the swamp and to make America great again. He's unbeholden to any special interest, and he's the only one who can do it. This is potentially our last chance. If Hillary gets in and she legalizes 20, 30 million illegal aliens, possibly giving them a pathway to citizenship or even citizenship, this is insanity. This is insanity. We got to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. You know it's the right thing. And special note to any of you so-called evangelicals who didn't vote for Romney because he was a Mormon. Now, while I understand that, you got to vote for Trump. He is a Christian. He is Presbyterian or whatever he is. He's middle of the road, people. I'm sure he's had 3 wives. Who cares? Who cares? He's the right man for the job, and he will protect Christians in this country and around the world. And you know that. Hillary will not and has not. And there's record of that, as we talked about. All right, make it happen for the captain. You're the captain. This has been Holy Joe Rock and Roll, coming at you live and unscripted and in the news.
For watching In the News, a feature of HJRR TV and presented by the Reverend Dr. Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Please rate us, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel for more In the News.